Hello my chums. We're back at it, back on the beach. Beautiful evening. Place I've come to. I'm situated for the rest of the evening until into darkness. Got my lights ready and everything. First rod's out, setting the second one up. Get that sorted out, I'll come back to you. But in the meantime, welcome to Cresswell Private Beach. So me chums, how the blinking flipping heck are you? I hope you're well. I hope everyone's well. Right, so as I said, we're out tonight. I've come down to Cresswell Private Beach, not somewhere that I fish a lot. And I just thought, you know what? The sea's quiet, there's a lovely little, just a little bit of surf rolling in. I thought, get myself out. Low tide's around about 6 o'clock. I think I will put the tides up on the top for you. It's not a very big tide, mediocre. I'm going to fish it down to bottom and then fish it back as far as I can be bothered. What am I expecting to catch? Anything. The obvious. I'm not even going to say anything. But regardless, I can think of worse things to do this evening on a breathless night like this with a lovely clear sky. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can't think of anything else than being on a beach. So if I don't catch anything, I'm not really bothered. I've got one rod out. Yeah, that one. Other rod's ready to go, but I want to see what happens to this one when it comes back in, see what's going on out there. There's one other angler on the left-hand side of Private Beach, on the more wide open part. I've come to the more mixedy, groundy part. Ye olde mixedy, groundy. See what we can get out. Hopefully something. If nothing, who cares? I don't. Just want to be out. Just really want to be out. I want some time to just fish by myself in the open air and just enjoy it. So let's crack onto it and we'll see what we can get out. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, sorry. Right, baits today. My arm's still sore, by the way. I'm just stretching it. Baits today, I forgot to mention. Lugworm, well, fresh blow lug. I've got about 80 worm. Cube mackerel. I've salted it this time, make it a bit firmer. And I've got some squid with this as well. Not one sign of caught, no crab, nothing like that. I've just brought this gear down to fish the beach to see what we can get out. This beach is renowned for throwing out some decent fish, albeit when there's a big sea running. There isn't a big sea, but let's just find out what there is there. Beautiful night. So I've got the two air lights out today. Haven't brought any big rods down. Two air lights. I'm on mono, 20 pound mono to a 60 pound shot leader, even though I'm only using 3-ounce leads. My pen spins fishers, nothing special, the 5000s. If I am lucky enough to pick anything decent up, these will handle them. I've had good codling on these before. Brought me tip lights and everything with this tonight, so I will be down for a couple hours into darkness, depending on what happens really, but I think I'll be hanging around. It's a lovely evening. It doesn't look like there's much weed at the moment. There's a little bit of fine stuff, but I'm about to get my first cast in on the right hand rod and we'll see. I'm not really expecting anything till the flood, to be honest. I've just come early so I can see everything in light before it gets dark later, because this beach, on Private Beach, it's interspersed with there's little rocks that jut up in the beach with weed on, so you do get fastened up a little bit, but you can kind of navigate them if you like. It's just a little bit of flat slate rock with weed on. You normally pull through it like. But sometimes this beach has just enough feature to attract bigger species in, you know, like your roundfish. There's always a good head of flatfish here, but it'll draw in like your coalies, your codling, your bass, sea trout. I'm not expecting any of that tonight, by the way. I'll be happy with the flounder. What I would really be happy with is a good sized flounder. That would make me evening. But as I've said, like I always say, if I don't catch anything, I don't really mind. And I've got no shame whatsoever. If I blank, I blank. Let's see if we're fastened up, if we've got weed or what. The other thing I've done today as well, I have got some weed on it and see it. The other thing I've done today as well is I've broke me breakaways. I've made them, loosen them off slightly because I don't want them dragging in the sand too much and creating too much drag. I've got weed on here. It's not much. A bit of weed for the first cast. I'm not worried about that. Once the tide turns, we'll get shot at that. But the baits have been stripped. Could it be crabtivity? There's a little bit of weed about, like, nothing too bad. I've actually just got boiled sweets in my mouth. But yeah, just a little bit of the fine stuff, like, you know. La-ti-ti-ti, la-ti-tow. La-titty-titty-titty-titty-bum-bum. That little bit of angelic chanting was for you, Shane. Holiness Codfather, you asked for it, and you got it. Well, I hope everyone's been well and getting out. I always like to ask how you're doing. So, full of gratitude for everyone who watches the channel, by the way. It's just blows us away how much interest there is, because I just started off for me, really. The channel is just a documentation of what I do and my little quirks and just messing about, to be quite honest with you. I do catch the odd fish now and again, I promise. But I hope you're getting out, hope you're getting fish. Winter season's upon us. Everyone's in a cod frenzy. Everybody wants to be on the rock ends with a crab and cart and pulling out big pigs. Whereas me, I just take my time, bide my time. I'll fish where I want, when I fancy it, and enjoy it, because after all, isn't that what fishing's about? It is for me. Pure enjoyment of being in this lovely fresh air on the beautiful Northumberland coastland. I just love it, being next to the sea. When I'm away from the sea, I miss it. I've said this before many times in my videos. I do miss it when I'm not next to the sea. And I said all that in one breath. Getting too excited today. I am still in pain. Shoulder still hurts. That's the update on that. That's that out of the way. Beautiful evening. The sky's absolutely tremendous. Very picturesque. Soon be donning the old headlamp. I'm wearing my Geordie pyjamas today because we are on the beach, of course. Haven't had a bite as yet, but let's see what darkness brings. Well, chums, it's not a blank. First fish of the session. Look at this little beauty. Oh, isn't he gorgeous? First one I've caught this year, so that's a species marked off. Absolutely gorgeous. He's grunting away. Well, chums, the light's faded now. Just had my first rattle. Nothing come of it, like, but it was a definitive rattle, which is a good sign. Everything's all lit up now, so fingers crossed. The moon's beautiful there in the background. I don't know if you're picking that up. But yeah, definitely did get a rattle just before there. So fingers crossed, the turn of the tide. Put this light back on, it keeps going off for some reason, I don't know why. So fingers crossed, the turn of the tide, it's gone off again. So fingers crossed on the turn of the tide, it should improve. Now I do have more lighting because it's going to be quite dark on here. Just don't know how I'm going to position it. I do have some light in here because that one keeps going off. It's quite annoying. Whoa! Oh my god! Whoa! Hey! There. I do have that light in there. It means every time I'm tweaking the camera, I'm probably going to have to hold this light up, and then I'm blind by the time I turn away. But we'll get there. That's a little bit bad, isn't it? I'll just have to be really close. But I'll keep plodding away. I've got enough bait to last us into probably 2 hours of the flood. And it's bloody light. I'll hold this up. I'll hold this behind. There we go. So, as I was saying, I've got plenty of bait. There's enough to last us into about 2 hours on the flood, so hopefully we'll get something. Gotta keep trying though. Oh, right, it's time for a well-earned cuppa. I don't know about anybody else, but my tackle box is a proper mess. But it is time for a cuppa. I brought all my essentials with us. That's if I don't get blinded continually by this light here. Where's my gas? Apart from that little bullhead, I haven't had anything. Someone tooting away up there. Right. So let's have a cup of doodah, cup of our dear. If anything, it's a very, very pleasant evening. I will say that. I have come out with no expectations. It's just really nice to be out, to be quite honest with you. I hope you can see us okay. I'm having a bit of a lighting issue because I generally don't fish in the dark. Film in the dark, sorry. I'll trap that in there. So I think a well-deserved cup of tea, well, coffee actually. 3 in 1. With a little bit extra sugar, obviously. Keep us going, you know. Got some snacky snooze. Snacky snooze of choice today are a crunchy and a pack of chicken curry crisps. Chicken curry crisps, eh? Oh, my water's in the... This is where everything's going to go all over the floor. Because my water's in here. There we go. Probably easier to bring a flask, but I do like my tea to stay warm. Or should I say my coffee to stay warm. Got enough for a couple of cuppas. That's as long as I'll be here. My duration. Clap that on there. Let's just hope there's no wind. So hopefully this should be okay because I haven't brought the shield. Yeah, we're alight. That stays alight. Should be fine. Boil up. They're supposed to be really good, these, you know. I've used this for about a year now. And without the shield, it can be very temperamental, like, to be honest with you. Oh, there's sugar spilt. I shouldn't really have sugar, but I'm going to. It's a treat. It's nice to have a hot drink when you're out though, isn't it? It's not particularly cold tonight, like, actually. It's quite mild to be fair, but I just wanted to just fancy a little bit of a drink, you know. Oh, sugar. Put that in there. All my mess goes home in my bag, back into my tackle box. So that is ready, prepped. Just watching for this to boil up. Shouldn't take long. Shouldn't take long. Let's see what's happening on the rods. Not a lot happening on the rods at the minute. Sorry, I've just realised I'm talking into the camera with my headset on. See. With my headlight on, so you probably didn't see us anyway. But if it was cold, I'd be nice and warm now with this going anyway. Get this cup I made and move down the beach again. Got another hour till bottom. What's that? That's that done. Make sure I don't scald myself. That's what I'm doing. Because I've done it before. Ow, just done it. See what I mean? It was just going to happen, wasn't it? That's that. My handy little tool there. Good little thing to carry with us. Like a Boy Scout. Closed up for now, let that cool down. Let that cool down. Still says. Cheers. Nice cuppa. I know you can't see it, but nice steaming hot cuppa. Cheers, guys. So chums, just update you. Oh, cracking cuppa, like, cracking cuppa. I've had another couple of small rattles. I'm not sure if it's another dragonfish, a bullhead, whatever you call them, grannies. But nothing substantial as yet, like. Oh, it's a belting cup of coffee, that. Just nice to be out though. I know I keep saying it. I just do love being out. Tide's easing off a little bit. We've got about 45 minutes till bottom, and I'll up the ante on the flood. Hopefully get something decent out, or something. But I'll keep you posted as always. Got rattles again on the right hand rod, but nothing's come back yet. Oh, is it going again there? Got a sneaky feeling there's some little whiting present. Oh, just put your headlamp off, blinding everybody. Sorry about that, chums. They're not getting any bigger, like. I'll get this tangle untangled. Tangleness of tangle. There you go. Little coal fish, little stinker. Oh, but to be fair, fish is a fish. That's what we always say. I don't think you can see him there, can you? There you go, little coalie, nothing special. Now I've just wrapped everything around the camera. Fabulous too, lovely. There you go. Little coal fish. I know you can't see him in the dark. Oh, I'm going to get him back anyway. We're going to have to find a different way of showing you the fish, because you're not going to see them on here, that's for sure. Well, not that way maybe, don't know. I'll just say don't worry. I just had an absolutely stonking knock on the left hand rod. I don't know if you can see the rod tips there. So a stonking knock on the left hand rod there. Peach you about that, I was just baiting the other one up. And I turned around and it was banging away there. We're approaching, we're now on bottom water now. A cracking bite, oh sorry, light again. Cracking bite, like I just can't seem to connect to them. I've had a couple. If anything transpires on this, I'll bring you back. Ooh. It's not much happening, me chums. So, the crunchy's out. On bottom water now. It's absolutely slack tide. Still one of that angler on the beach along with me, further along there. But it's very quiet. I mean, the sea's flat. I'm sorry for the crunching. I'm starving. See, it's flat. It is a nice night to be out, but you see what the first hour of the flood brings. If we get nothing in that first hour, it's probably not going to fish very well. And I'll probably pack up, go home, find some more food. Getting a cracking bite on the right hand rod. Look very coaly like. It was a good rattle nonetheless. Come on. Don't make us look like a fool. Yeah, it was definitely a good bite on that one. Right, I'm getting loads of good knocks, but I think they're coalies. But it's promising. It's bottom tide now. Hopefully on the flood, something better may come along. It's still there. There's very little surf on now, so basically when the rod moves, it's either some weed or a bite. I think there's something sitting on that one. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's definitely something there. Nothing big, like, obviously. Right, I'm going to get that one in, have a look. Oh, I'm catching the snags all right. If there's anything there, it's small. Shallowing out now and I'm getting stuck a lot on the little kelps, little kelp beds. Oh well, it was definitely a bite. Yeah. Yep, that lug in there. That lug and squid's gone again. I seem to be liking the squid at the minute. Right, I'm going to get baited up and I'll bring you back. Well, me chummies, it's on the flood now. Still getting rattles, but I think it's just small stuff. And there's a bloody dog on the beach somewhere barking. I don't know where it is, but it's just constant barking. It's disturbing my little bit of peace. Well, chums, right, I had a decent fish on. Obviously I can't show you because it just won't pick it up. Plus I was in the middle of fighting it. Had a good fish on. Fastened us up probably about 20 yards out. Couldn't get it out. Tried all the ways up down the beach. Had to pull for it and lost it. Even debated wading in because it's not very deep, but it's dangerous. It's very dark. I don't know if there's any holes there. So yeah, one of them things. It was there and then it wasn't. Well, it's very quiet, my chums. It's on bottom. It's just about to turn now. Because it's dried out so much, I'm getting stuck on the little rock ridges a little bit, but it's no big deal. It's a lovely night, lovely and crisp now. Stars are out. Kind of makes you forget all about the fishing when you're out and it's like this. It's beautiful. It's not too cold. It is cold, but it's not too cold. That coffee warmed us up a treat before. I'm going to have another one soon as well. All I can smell is coke fires. Must be still a lot of people around here who've got coke fire burners, and it's all you can smell. It's quite nice though. It's like bonfire night on the beach though. has turned out because it's coming up. I've purposely not moved my tripod, so I know. See, I know that you can't see, but the sea's probably about, I don't know, 10, 12 foot in front of us now. I'm going to leave my tripod here till the sea touches, then I'm going to move my gear back. And hopefully, with that fresh push of new water, new tide, might get something. I'm not going to give it too long. I don't want to be out silly times. I mean, it's still early. It's only 20 to 7 now. So 5 past, probably till about 8. So I'm going to put some bigger baits out, give it a couple hours on the flood, and then off ski. Well, me chums, I didn't miss that one. Oh, stay still. Keep still. There you go. I don't know how you're going to see him properly in this light. I'll probably get a picture with the... there you go. My first beach codling this year. Not a bad little fish. Squid and lug. About £1.5 pounds. Nice little finish though. Excellent, love it. Well chums, that was canny. Let's hope there's some more there, eh? Well, that one was well incised. Don't normally keep fish, but I do have a tradition. My first cod off the shore, not the river, off the shore. If it's sized, I keep in that eat. So that one's going in the pan. Perfect eating size. We'll get it. I also normally have a habit of the bigger codling, I normally put them back because they're a breeding age. If I'm going to eat codling, I always keep the smaller ones. But I think they're better eaten. But anyway, happy days. Let's see if we can get anything else. Our tide's pushing in hard now. Getting moved up the beach quite quick. I'm hoping that there's something else about, but if there isn't, I'm happy that's it. I never understand these people who go fishing and they have a session and they come back and people say, oh, how did you get on? Oh, I just had one codling, that was all. I mean, if you get one codling, you get the codling, it's better than nothing, isn't it? I mean, I don't understand. I think people sometimes get a bit spoiled. They have these sessions where they catch fish after fish. It doesn't always work like that. Sometimes I think when you get one, like tonight, even if that codling's the only one that I get, I'm quite happy with that and job done. Whew. Well, my chums, that's it. I'm going to call it a night. Had a great time, really enjoyed myself. Going to start getting things packed up and get back to the car now, get home, get some food. I hope you enjoyed this short session, and as always, thank you very much for watching. If you're new at the channel, welcome. If you're an old hand, it's lovely to see you back again. But I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and until the next time, take care of yourselves and tight lines.